Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Video Game Madness 15. We are here with a very special playthrough, and today we are doing Grand Theft Auto 3. Now, back in 2022, I did another playthrough of Grand Theft Auto 3. It was the definitive editions back when they were new and whatnot, and it got a lot of views, it got a lot of support from you guys, longtime viewers, which I do appreciate, But the reason I wanted to re-go through this game again is because the original actor for Tony Cipriani, Michael Madsen, he had unfortunately passed away. And I know I'm a little bit late to this, but still, his passing, it really hurts the longtime fan. I remember when I used to watch him in that Wyatt Earp film with Kevin Costner, and he was one of the Earp brothers. I can't remember if he was Virgil or the other one, but he did a very good job in that role, and I know a lot of people know him from Reservoir Dogs, which I have never seen before personally, but I need to at some point. But the guy was an amazing actor. He had a lot of great acting chops, and this is all the more reason why I want to make this playthrough, is because even though he's gone, he will never be forgotten, and that's why we are here. So join me today and for this entire playthrough of Grand Theft Auto 3, where we make this a tribute to Michael Madsen. So without further ado, let's get into the game. I'll see you guys there. Alright, here we go. This is it. 2001. This came out, made history. Which, I believe, 2001 was also the same year that Gran Turismo 3 came out, I believe. It was either 2001 or 2002. If I remember right, that's like second place as one of the best games of all time for the PS2. Or the first, with... I know it's like right there with San Andreas, but I can't remember the ranking for it. But, nonetheless, we are here with GTA 3. Now, to me, this is the hardest Grand Theft Auto game of all time, with Liberty City Stories right there next to it, which is why I've been super hesitant on doing playthroughs for LCS. But, hopefully, maybe within the next few months or so, we can do a playthrough on that, or try to, and see how it goes. But I remember the first time I played this game, it was after I had gone through Vice City Stories of Vice City. I just went through LCS at the time, right? And I've only beat LCS once in my lifetime, only one time. This, it took me a lot of moments. I struggled a lot within the missions. In my upcoming ranking video that I was going to do as like the channel anniversary thingy, I was going to add a mission in here that I also consider like the worst mission of all time. But that's not the case, permitting on which version of this that you play. I will definitely point what mission that is when we get to it. But, you know, this is something I miss, man. These cool-ass loading screens. You know, they just don't do them like this anymore. I mean, for the most part, they just do the same fucking thing. The same picture every damn time. Another reason to hate Grand Theft Auto 5. And you know, that's a problem with GTA 4 too, if I remember it right. So here we go. Cartel, Catalina. Eesh.
Sorry, babe. I'm an ambitious girl. Just small time.
Damn. What a bitch. Alright, criminal shot by girlfriend, accomplice. Court finds armed robber guilty by unanimous verdict.
is in shock today as the police and emergency services deal with the aftermath of a devastating attack on a police convoy this morning. As yet, no details have been released about the prisoners being transferred in the convoy, and no group has claimed responsibility. The convoy left police headquarters early this morning for a routine transfer of felons to Liberty Penitentiary. The attack took place on the Callahan Bridge, leaving few witnesses and the bridge itself severely damaged. Some of the convicts are thought to have perished in the explosion that followed the initial attack. Revelations as to the professionalism of the attack struck police hours afterward, when identification of the missing felons were further hampered by an attack by computer hackers on police headquarters databases. With the Porter Tunnel project falling behind schedule, this disaster leaves Portland isolated from the rest of the city.
Come on! Senor Dickhead! There's no problem to kill you. You're gonna be sorry. Aye, get lost.
There we go. Now we get to escape. There we go. Uh-oh. What a shot. And that was one of the reasons why I was considering on putting this on that best mission ranking list. Even though it's just a cutscene and just a starter for the game, its presence is there.
I know a place on the edge of the red light district where we can lay low, but my hands are all messed up, so you better drive, brother.
Alright, well, let's get in the Kuruma. Actually, first, I don't remember if the subtitles were automatically turned on or not. I mean, I was paying attention, but I just want to double check with everything. Okay. Well, here we go. Let's get into it. Now, if you guys have played like GTA Advance or whatever, then you get to figure out how 8-Ball's hands got fucked up. But I've never played GTA Advance before, or Grand Theft Auto 1, or even Chinatown Wars. Even though I do want to get to Chinatown Wars at some point. That is something that we will do for this channel at some point. I just don't know when. But here we go. Now, I haven't drove around here in Liberty City in a little while. I know I still need to get some footage into this game of, once again for that ranking video, but shoot, man. You know, it's going to be a fun and, oh shit, I missed it. And it's going to be a wild ride, I hope. Now, beware, there will be happy moments, there will be sad moments, I'll rage a little bit. Here we go, into the iconic outfits.
I know this guy. He's connected. His name's Luigi. Me and him go back, so I can probably get you some work.
Alrighty, let's do it. Let's go see Luigi. Alright, here we go. Over here in Hepburn Heights. Well, I mean, it's within the mix of the Hepburn Heights and Red Light District area, but hey. Here we go.
Let's go around the back and use the service door.
Luigi's Girls.
Wait here, man, while I go in and talk to Luigi. Say hello to 8-Ball, lady.
8-Ball's got some business upstairs. Well, maybe you could do me a favor. One of my girls needs a ride, so grab a car and pick up Misty from the clinic, then bring her back here. Remember, no one messes with my girls. So keep your hands on the wheel. If you don't mess this up, maybe there'll be more work for you. Now get out of here.
Alrighty. Now, I did find out, like, years later after my first time playing this game that the guy who voices, Luigi in this game is the same guy who played, that music producer in La Bamba. I believe his, real life name is Joe Pantoliano. I know I probably butchered that name, but he was also in, The Sopranos, too, as, Ralphie, I think. Of course, I didn't watch that show until about a year, 2 years ago, I believe. Really good show, but I just really hated the ending to it. Because it just felt like there was no character development under any circumstances. But it's still a good show, though. I mean, shit. Here we go. Bye, Misty. $1,500. Well, a great way to start off. The money here in this game is going to be moving. Alright, well, let's just walk on in. Let's go see Luigi. Don't spank my bitch up. I don't know. Why would I do that?
Luigi said to give you this, so here, take it.
There's a new high on the street. Goes by the name of Spank. Some wise guy's been introducing this trash to my girls down Portland Harbor. Go and introduce a bat to his face. Then take his car, respray it. I want compensation for this insult.
You first get to see Mickey in LCS, I believe, but the guy's also kind of an idiot too. Which I'm guessing that's kind of like why he's there with Luigi, is so he could be kept on ice. If you guys have played Liberty City Stories before, then you guys know what I'm talking about and why he's kind of like an idiot. But, you know, it's kind of cool that we get to see him here. Even though, when this came out, this was like the first time, and, you know, then with Rockstar Games' good storytelling back at that point, well, we got more knowledge of the character, at least a little bit. Alright, let me kick your ass! Yeah! There we go. I probably should have used the Ajax line from the Warriors. That probably would have fit that spot perfectly, but it's fine. Alright, here we go. I want to drive as decently as possible here. I mean, I know I'm going to wreck the car a lot of times, but I want to have more control over my driving, over my skills. And hopefully, hey, you know, that works out. But, I'm going to try and do this as consistent as I can right now. I'm trying to, like, find a job and everything, as well as, I got some family things going on, too. Unfortunately, as of today, my aunt is being put on hospice, which really sucks because my aunt has really helped me and my family out with the loss of my dad, and back when my mom injured her leg and everything, she was just a big part to the family, and with her, if and when she passes, it's definitely going to hurt because, well, she's just been a big part of this family for a while, so there's that. So I'm hoping to, if I do have to be away for that, and I do get a call saying, hey, like, she passed or whatever, I hope to get at least a couple of these videos scheduled out. But anyways, we beat that mission, no problem, and I will see you guys back at Luigi's. Pardon me for the interruption, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to stop by right here to say, if you guys like what you are seeing so far and you really want to help this channel out, go check out our Patreon. It's linked down in the description below. You get things like movie reactions, exclusive gameplay of games and whatnot. I know I've kind of been away with Patreon for a little bit, but we're going to get back into it. We're going to get more consistent again. We'll also do reaction to movies, maybe some shows. We'll see how it goes. But any of your guys' support, it really helps. I know that Mafia: The Old Country is coming out in at least 19 days. So any help that you guys can give, it means the world to me. Even if you guys are just watching these videos and you guys can't get the Patreon, I still thank you guys. I still appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. But if you want to send a little extra help our way or a little bit to further support the channel, definitely feel free to go check out our Patreon. And I will see you guys back in the video. Alright, we are back, and guess what I just figured out? Today, Robin Williams will have been 74 years old today, and that makes me depressed, man, and makes me feel old. Oh, drive Misty for me. We'll talk about it after this scene.
What am I gonna do? Wait. Hey, I gotta talk to you. Alright, Mick, I'll talk to you later. How you doing, kid? The Don's son, Joey Leone. He wants some action from his regular girl, Misty. Go pick her up at Hepburn Heights, but watch yourself. That's Diablo Turf. Then run her over to his garage in Trenton and make it quick. Joey ain't the kind you keep waiting. Remember, this is your foot in the door. So keep your eyes on the road and off Misty.
Alright. But, anyways, like, I grew up watching Robin Williams. I mean, I've seen him in Good Will Hunting, the original Aladdin, Jumanji, RV, what was that other one? Night at the Museum. And, you know, it shows you that depression and suicide, it's a real thing. But also, too, he's been gone for almost 12 years, I think. Or would be 12 years. And that's almost a kid's lifetime.
You're looking regular for Luigi now, huh? It's about time you got a driver we can trust.
So really, just take a second to really think about that. Within the next few years or whatever, when, you know, people grow up, have kids of their own, and this and that, they won't even know who Robin Williams is. And that's a painful thing to think about. Because he's been so much of, like, a part of, like, the world and pop culture, and just, like, with how good his acting is, made a difference in almost everybody's lives. I don't know, I miss the dude.
Joey! Am I gonna get to play with your big ants again?
I'll be with you in a minute, Sparkplug. Hey, I'm Joey. Luigi said you were reliable, so come back later. There might be some work for you. All right?
Also, another thing to kind of consider is if Christopher Reeves was still alive, would Robin Williams still be alive too? Because they were like best friends. But anyways, I'll see you guys back at Luigi's place. Alright, here we go. I believe we got like 2 more missions for Luigi, and then that'll be it for this video. So let's go, see what the man needs. Pimp Action Pimp. Oh, I mean, no, that's Pump Action Pimp. My bad.
Some Diablo scumbag has been pimping his scuzzy bitches in my backyard. Go and take care of things for me. If you need a piece, go around back of Ammunition opposite the subway.
Hey, Luigi! Forget about it! Relax. You know, I come from Brooklyn. Actually, that was probably a horrible New York accent. Because I tried to mix a little bit of Italian and the New York accent within there. Again, if you guys don't know, I'm actually Italian. My dad, his long family was Italian. I don't know where, like, originally the family came from.
In the back of the shop, I left your 9 in the yard.
I know it wasn't Sicily, but I feel like it's somewhere within that general area. I don't know. But, anyways, we gotta go. We gotta stop this douche clown from promoting his hoes in our neighborhood. So let's stop him. Let's teach this guy some manners. Now, you do have to be very careful with this. And I do recommend getting a bulletproof vest and some firepower. Because the driver, I believe, it's either the driver or the passenger, One of them has a shotgun. And the shotgun in this is fucking hell. It will make your life, my friends, a living hell if you're on the wrong side of it. Oh shit. Well, at least he shot his own dude. That's a plus. Alright, we got him. Woo-hoo! We got it though. We got it. Thank God. By the way, that is a very, very nice car. So we'll take this over to the safe house. Alright. Cool, so the 9mm is now available at the ammunition shop, which is nice. All we need is that Uzi to become available, so we got that going for us. Again, it's a good thing that I got a bulletproof vest there, because I feel like if I didn't, I would have been history. I would have been dead meat. But here's this next mission. It's really easy, actually. What you have to do is get all the ladies to a certain place within like a certain time frame. And I believe like if you get all of them, it's like 7 or 8 women or whatever that you have to pick up. If you get all of them, I believe that there's like a money bonus for you. So we'll try and see if we can make that happen. The fuzzball, that's what I'm talking about.
The policeman's ball is being held at the old school hall near the Callahan Bridge, and they'll be looking for some old school action. Now, I got girls all over town walking the street. Get them to the ball. They'll make a bundle. Get as many of them as you can before the cops drink away their grain.
Alright, well, let's find a 4-door vehicle then. Here, get out of the perennial. It's my car now. Alright, let's go pick up the girls. Unfortunately, this thing only holds like 3 people in the car, which, I mean, it's okay. I mean, the timing that they gave us is actually kind of generous, but as long as we don't wreck this vehicle way too much and our driving is good and it's on par, I think we could pull this off and get all the girls in time. And that's at least my goal, what I'm going to try and do, or at least the best that I can. But yeah, you know, and I know I've given the definitive editions a lot of shit as well as other people, because if we're being honest, it's totally deserved. But I do feel, at least in my opinion, the definitive edition is a little bit better than this. And that's because of its run and gun, and finally for the console people, you can actually use the right analog stick to look around the camera, whereas here, you couldn't do that. Hell, you couldn't even do that in Grand Theft Auto Vice City. And the only way that it could be done is if you had the game on like PC or computer or whatever. So that's something that is like a nice feature for at least the console people like myself. Alright, well, let's get going here. We got more ladies to pick up, so we'll go for the farthest distance now. I wanted to kind of go with the simple area first, because that was like right there. Could give me a little bit of time to kind of get back in the swing of things again. But here we go. Let's try and do it. And then after this, we get to go see Joey Leone, which is nice. Also, too, I have a crazy hot take for people. And, you know, as I talked about with me being Italian and whatnot, and a lot of people will like definitely question this with what I'm going to say here, but you know how many people consider The Godfather 2 as the best Godfather film and one of the best mafia films? Me personally, I think it's the worst out of the trilogy. And the reason I think that The Godfather 2 is the worst in the trilogy is because of how over the place its story is. Like, take for example, you know how, spoilers for anyone, so if you don't want spoilers to The Godfather 1 or 2 or any of the trilogy, just skip past like 5-6 minutes or so. But anyways, you know what, what's his name, Francis Ford Coppola what he could have done in the terms of directing is like for the second film, instead of having both Michael's story and his father's like rising to crime story, it could have been its own particular film. But because he smashed it all together, it makes the story all over the place. It makes the movie way longer than what it should be. I mean, the movie itself, it's 3 hours long. Or a little over 3 hours, I believe. And, you know, I understand people's hatred for, like, let's say The Godfather 3, because the writing, it isn't as good, as well as people blame Sofia Ford Coppola's acting. But, you know, an actor or an actress only has so much they can do, especially with a script. If a script is bad and they try to make the best out of the situation, it's not so much on them, it's more on the actor. Or the director, I should say. But, you know, that The Godfather 3 is overhated because a lot of people hate it for the incest part within it, right? And again, it's understandable, it's gross, it's sickening, it's disgusting, it's Sweet Home Alabama for you. But people don't understand that that's how, you know, the world, America, and other places used to be. I mean, here in, like, the United States or whatever, I mean, way a long time ago, or whatever, I believe, like, right when we first became a country or whatnot, or even before that with all the, like, religious stuff, if you tend to go that route, they lean into that incestual stuff. And that's just how the world used to work back then. People wanted to keep things within the family instead of with, like, other people and whatnot. But to me, I like The Godfather 3. And, I mean, you put your problems aside with The Godfather 2. I mean, it's an okay film, but it's not a good Godfather film. At least to me. I mean, if you truly think and believe, you could slice that into good 4 films. But anyways, that's all for this video. We beat that mission. We got the bonus. I want to thank you all for your support. I will see you all with the next video where we take on Joey Leone. So if you guys like this, give it a like. Maybe subscribe, turn on bell notifications.